Hi, sir.
Hello, Saurav.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I think some students in this
Good
class. Hello, Sakib. Hello. Some students in this class have realized what language learning is all about. I read your conversation, Saurav, with you know, with the with your friend.
Good
What is
evening,
it?
sir.
Hello,
Sumito and
Dishan.
Sunita.
Sumit. Yes. Read your conversation and I realized that you guys understand now what exactly learning English is about. And Arish, today your camera is off, huh? Arish is saying your sentence was correct though, right though. Hey, hey, bungee jumping champion, daredevil.
Hi,
Where
sir.
did you get the courage from to jump off?
From my brother.
Oh, right. He challenged you or what? You had
He
to
also
prove
did.
he also did it. So first he did it, and then you didn't want to, you know, be behind him. So you said, "All right, fine."
Good evening, sir.
Hey, Rukaiya, good evening. Yeah, sometimes siblings, they can motivate each other. Great. I was just saying, English is not translation of Hindi words into English. And once somebody realizes it, a few sentences you guys wrote were very, very, very important. You guys wrote, you need to, where is Sunita is not here yet. You guys wrote, we need to make sure we are using sentences and using phrases that we have listened to in the audio. We listen to it from the teacher, not the translation of Hindi words into English. Very, very important. Very good. Now you will be more attentive actually when you listen to English because you want to learn English from listening. Where is he? Arish, why can't I see you? Hello, Rosanna.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm great.
Thank you. That's good to know. You're great. Big smile. It's good to see you smiling. Arish, why do you have to use this thing, what is this called? Which background, guys? Just remove it, man. Remove it.
Okay, sir.
Just look at other people, how clearly I can see them, not you. The Sanjeev, how's it going? Remove it all. Remove it all, Arish. No virtual background, just you. Yeah, it's all right. Nobody's judging your background. Don't worry. As long as there is a little bit of light there. There isn't enough light, Arish.
Yes, sir.
Good
I'm
evening,
going
sir.
downstairs in my room. Then you will see me.
Okay. Sanjeev, wow, you're glowing today, guys. You're lighting a torch on your face.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening, Simran.
Here had another phone, sir.
You're using two phones. Oh, you got a new phone. Is
Not,
it
sir.
an
No,
o-
it is my home phone.
okay? Got it. Your family normally uses it. Good evening.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are we going to study today?
So we had homework. We had a page as a homework.
Okay. When you mention a new idea for the first time, then you use a or an, right? Especially when it is a singular countable noun. Right, guys? Okay. Notice this, because I'm going to a party. Very good, Sabaji. We're going to a party. Okay. Ruksari is having fun. She's always in a jolly mood. Hmm. So anybody who didn't go through their conversation, Sumit's and Saurav's conversation about a sentence Sunita wrote, I would definitely encourage you guys to read the whole conversation, because it's really, good to know that at least one or two students in the class are very clear about what language learning is, English language learning is. A lot of Indians simply translate their Hindi into English and think they're speaking English. That's true. And that's not what we will consider English. Learning English means learning phrases in English, learning the structures in English, things which may not translate literally into Hindi, but they will make, they're good phrases in English. Okay. When you say to somebody, you are aging fast, you are aging fast, you are saying, "Aap jaldi bude ho rahe ho." All right. Buddha word was not used here, but you can say that. Okay. Fine. I must tell you, as a teacher, I felt very satisfied going through your conversation, Sumit, Saurav, whatever you guys had to say there. Jishan, you wrote a compliment for me there
Yes, sir.
on my
Comment.
YouTube. Yes, in the comment section. So there are a few mistakes there, and I would like to help you correct them. You said, can you read your message? What did you want to
Yes,
say?
sir.
Say it in Hindi. Say it in Hindi.
सर यहाँ ये यहाँ बेस्ट तरीका है सबसे अच्छा तरीका है यहाँ इंग्लिश सीखने का.
Right. STC teaches English in the best way.
Right.
In this class,
And the
you can
teacher,
learn English like that. Okay, like that. The teacher is amazing. Don't use too amazing, because I've already told you TWO2 is a very, very misused word. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then can you see me now?
Very well, very clearly. This is how I would like to see you every day in the class.
And handsome.
Yeah. Mani, very funny, Manisha. You unmute yourself and then talk to them. You first unmuted yourself and then you talk to them. Normally, when people talk to people around them, they mute themselves. You unmuted yourself before you started talking to them. When you joined, you were on mute, and then you unmuted yourself and started talking to them. Can you explain that? Why not? What is it?
Hello.
Yes. Yes, Manisha. Yes, Manisha.
Sir, what happened? What are you talking about?
I'm saying, you said something to your, students there, but right before you talk to them, you just unmuted yourself here. Now you understand what I was saying? You unmuted yourself right before you started talking to them. Okay. Normally what people do if they are in the class and they need to talk to somebody around them, they first make sure that they mute themselves and then they talk to people around them. You did just the opposite, didn't you? Timing. Okay. Another question, Manisha. Not a single word yesterday in that class, intermediate class. Did you say a single word as long as you were there? Why not? Why not? When you were there, you should have made full use of the time, you know. Our demons are our biggest, demons in our head are our biggest enemies, guys. Okay? We think we have other enemies, but no, the real enemies are the demons in your head, the negative thoughts in your head.
Sir,
When
I
you
tried to call her, Manisha, introduce yourself to class. She just waved her hand like this and stayed
quiet,
silent.
yeah,
Only Sumit and Pankuri were talking, sir.
I was
yeah.
trying to call everyone, but yeah, not everyone came actually. Join
Mhm.
us in the.
Okay,
Maybe
fine.
it was her first day. That is why she could not say a single word.
You are lame, and you say lame things.
No, sir, I am not a lame.
What does it mean? It was her first day. I mean, Manisha, you know, nobody has known me for as long as Manisha does, okay? Or has. She's known me for more than 14 years, guys. 14 years. What are you talking about? Her first day? Don't you know she is a student here as well? What do you mean
Sir,
it was her
I
first day?
meant that her first day in intermediate, I think.
Oh, so a first day in that class, so she kept quiet. Where is it written? In which book? Which holy book says when you attend the class on the very
Not
first
written anywhere, sir.
day?
Just I gave a compliment on her.
Yeah, just you're being lame, like I said. Okay. I'm glad that my students do not take me very negatively, you know, these words. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's continue with what we have to do. And what are we supposed to do today?
You can check the
Where
homework because
that
I
page
have
report.
confusion there.
Homework in the practice book.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
Page number 26.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. In a very formal setting, it is very difficult to learn language. Most teachers make a special efforts, go out of their way to appear friendly, to appear accessible, especially language teachers. Okay, college professors can afford to be a little aloof. They can afford to be a little bit, you know, I don't care attitude, formal. But we teachers whose job is, you know, to do the heavy lifting, you know, we that's a very nice expression, to do the heavy lifting. We teachers have to do the heavy lifting. Okay, so we teachers can't afford to be aloof. We need to be very friendly, very accessible. We need to give the students that confidence that it's all right. We can just make a few jokes about each other. I can say something about you and you can laugh. You can say something about me. I will laugh. I won't take it otherwise. When we give this kind of confidence to each other, then we are encouraging them to use the language. And it is a very, very important aspect of a very important quality of a good teacher, language teacher I'm talking about. Okay, you sometimes what happens when somebody is rather touchy, they will not like it that you joke about them. They will say maintain certain amount of distance. They don't understand. Language classes are not like that. Okay, so I said to Arish, oh, Arish, you are being lame. Okay, I don't know if I can say this in a math class to someone or a physics class to someone like that, but in a language class I can. Okay. But by the way, lame means what? Literally, lame means someone who cannot walk properly, right? Literally. But lame also means something that is not very logical, not something which convinces anybody. That is lame, okay? Something that is boring, something that is
A lame
obvious.
joke.
A lame joke, all right, fails to entertain you. A lame joke fails to entertain you, okay? A lame excuse fails to convince the person that you are telling the truth because it is a lame excuse, okay? Okay, lame is an adjective. Okay, fine. I think we can move on. Pronouns, something, no one, and all these words. So complete each pair of sentences with the correct word. There is someone on the phone for you. Manisha, go through the conversation Sumit and Saurav had today. Okay, it was in response to a sentence Sunita had written. Okay, and I'm not sure whether you read that conversation, but you should. Okay, and remember, Manisha, I really want your dedication for this class, to this class. I want you to find time to, study English, work on English, learn and improve English. I don't know how you will do it because you have got a full-time job. You work at a school, I suppose. You shared a photo with me, right? And then you have tuition classes. I can understand how hectic it can be. But as a person, I can understand all this. But if you want to improve your English, you have to find a way, despite all these, all your busy schedule and everything. You have to find time to study English, learn English, and improve your English. And one line that Sumit said in such a simple way, which sometimes I think, why can't I say such things in such a simple way? He said, we cannot just form sentences. We need to use the words and phrases that we hear in the audio, that we hear from the teacher. For example, he compared that when Sunita said, sir made me understand, he said, yeah, made somebody angry makes sense. You will hear this sentence a lot of times in the audio, but you will never hear, sir made me understand in the audio. You will never hear that. And he is right. This is not something that a lot of people use. So what they say, sir explained it to me very well. Sir explained it to me the second time and I understood it. Okay. Instead of saying, sir made me understand. And he also confessed that there was a time he used this expression a lot. And then I corrected him, helped him understand this. Now he is telling other people. So this is what this is what learning means. Your teacher tells you something, you remember it. You remember it, that my teacher told me this. If you forget what your teacher told you, there is no learning. My point here is, look at these sentences. These are easy sentences, but do you always say them this way? There is someone on the phone for you. किसी का phone है, कोई तुमसे बात करना चाहता है. All right, and then in English, hey, there's someone on the phone for you. Okay, did anyone ring me last night? Did anyone ring me last night? Did anyone call me last night? Ring me last night? Everything and nothing. Number 3, she has
Everything.
A rich
She has
husband and a
everything.
big
A rich
house.
husband and a big house. 4, he has
He has
nothing.
He has
nothing.
nothing,
Not a
Not a
penny
penny
to
to
his
his
name.
name.
Yeah, not a penny to his name.
अभी उलझने का नहीं है, एक्सेप्टेंस करो. उसके पास कुछ नहीं है, एक पैसा नहीं है उसके नाम पे. यानी उसके अकाउंट वगैरह में कहीं उसके होता है ना, आपके नाम पे कुछ जमीन हो, आपके नाम पे कोई घर हो, आपके नाम पे कुछ बैलेंस हो. He doesn't have a penny to his name. He doesn't have a penny to his
Penny
name.
to his name.
हो गया. अब हम उलझेंगे नहीं, उलझ के आइंस्टाइन बन के उसमें घुस के कुछ नहीं मिलना. इट विल बी टोटल वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. हाँ, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है? When somebody does not appreciate कि बोला क्या है, वो कहता है कहाँ बोलेंगे, यहीं जहाँ बोला है. Okay. Next, number 5. I can't find my keys.
I have
I have
looked
looked everywhere.
I have looked everywhere. I have looked. Everybody has studied the present perfect. I can't find my keys. मेरा चाबी
नहीं मिल रहा है.
मिल ही नहीं रहा है. I have looked everywhere. बढ़ाइए आगे. नहीं जो अब तो
सब जगह
सेंटेंस भी
देख
सही नहीं
चुके
बोले
हाँ
वहां क्या
सब
लिखा
जगह
है
देख चुके सर
तब हाँ यस अब उसके साथ प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट को कनेक्ट करो थोड़ा टाइम दो थोड़ा ऑब्जर्व करो आप नहीं किए नहीं सीखते आप क्योंकि आप तो आई लुक्ड बोल दिए थे उसने कहा आई कांट फाइंड माई कीज आई हैव लुक्ड एवरीवेयर छपिए नहीं मिल रहा हर जगह देख लिए यार आई हैव लुक्ड एवरीवेयर द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट सब जगह देख लिए हैं आई वांट टू गो ऑन हॉलिडे
Somewhere
somewhere hot now 7 who did you speak to at the party
Who did you speak to?
No one. I
Who
just
did you
no
stayed
one
for 10
I
minutes.
just
Then I
stayed
left.
for 10 minutes
I remember Sabaji asking कि सर यहाँ पर इस के बाद ऐसे ऐसे मतलब उन्होंने एक सेंटेंस के बारे में पूछा था some days ago I hope you guys remember एक दूसरे के लाइंस पढ़ा करो okay remember the group keep the group active practice in the group do not chit chat in the group have meaningful conversation and this will encourage other people to read what's going on if you guys just have chit chat in the group this will discourage people from reading the conversation they will think oh this always goes on chit chat okay practice in the understand the value of the group for chit chat you guys can privately talk to each other not a big deal you are friends with each other aren't you so you can always personally ping each other, no problems. Now, I mean privately. Okay, where were we? I want to go on holiday. Who did you speak to at the party? तो कोई अगर intonation नहीं है तो two at the party मतलब क्या होता है? Two at the party. वो ऐसे पूछेगा two at the party मतलब क्या होता है? न तुम्हारे पास जवाब ना मेरे पास जवाब है. Two at the party मतलब नहीं पता. कुछ नहीं होता two at the party. लेकिन वो है ही नहीं two at the party. Who did you speak to?
Who did you speak to?
at the party
Who did you speak to? No one. I just stayed for 10 minutes and then I left. I just stayed for 10 minutes and then I left. I couldn't see
Anyone.
Anyone.
I knew at the
I
party.
knew at the party I knew at the party
Couldn't see
so
anyone
I
I
left
knew at the party. So I left.
I couldn't see anyone I knew at the
I
party.
knew at the
so I left
I couldn't see anyone I knew at the party, so I left. And what is the Hindi?
हम किसी को नहीं देखे सॉरी कोई मेरे
कोई
जान
दिखाई
पहचान
नहीं
का
वहां
नहीं
जिसको
मिला
हम जानते थे
मेरे जानने वाला नहीं मिला इसलिए हम चले गए
Perfect, everybody. Well done. Now, without looking at this sentence on screen, try and say it. I couldn't see anyone.
I couldn't see anyone I knew.
I
couldn't see
couldn't see
anyone
anyone
I knew
couldn't see
at the
anyone
party.
I
I knew
knew
at the party
I couldn't
knew
see
at the
anyone.
party
so I left
Couldn't see
There
anyone.
isn't anyone I hate in this world. There isn't anyone I hate in this world. Or there isn't anyone in this world I hate. Okay? Next. Next. So I left. Number 9.
it was great
It was a
concert
great concert. It was a
everyone
great
enjoyed it
constant
everyone enjoyed it
It was a great
everyone
concert.
enjoyed
Everyone enjoyed it. Everyone, someone, anyone, no one, these are all singular subjects. So the verbs are always singular. It is past tense, so no problems. But if it is a present tense, it is a great concert. Everyone is enjoying it. It is a great concert. Everyone is enjoying it. Everyone is enjoying it. Yeah.
Could someone lend me 20 of the pounds till the end of the week?
Could someone lend me 20 pounds till the end of the week? Could someone lend me 20 pounds
till the
till
end
the
of
end
the
of the
week.
week? Till the end of the week means I will pay at the end of the week. It means I'll pay you back at the end of the week.
end of the day
Yeah. So after till you mention the day you want to return the money, okay? Could you lend me 20 pounds till Monday? It means you will pay back on
Monday.
Monday.
Yes. Could you lend me 20 pounds till the 5th? Means you will pay back on the 5th. I want Simran's attention here because Simran, whenever there is until or till, she goes one day forward. Okay, so I have to tell you, Simran.
I understand, sir.
Yeah, what is this?
Yesterday I got it.
Yeah. Could you Monday को लौटा देंगे 20 डॉलर तो मंडे को लौटा देंगे. Could you tell me 20? Could you lend me 20 pounds or dollars till Monday? Where is this noise coming from? 9. Complete the sentences with a combination of words from the table.
Does anyone know whose book this is?
Does anyone know whose book this is? Does anyone know whose book this is? 2. Please don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Please
I
don't
am
worry
fine.
about me. I'm
Nothing's
fine.
matter.
Nothing's
Nothing.
Nothing is the matter.
Nothing is the matter.
Is the matter.
Nothing is the
Please
matter.
don't worry about me. I'm fine. Nothing is the matter. Now, nothing is the matter means nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong with me.
Yeah, nothing means the matter means wrong. The matter means some people
Wrong.
say, what's the matter? मतलब क्या बात है? तो अब वो कहते हैं बहुत खुश लग रहे हो क्या बात है? You are very happy. What's the matter? नहीं बोलना चाहिए ऐसा. Okay, because people are not happy when there is a matter or there is the matter. Okay, if there is some matter, then people are not happy. Okay, so when you say what's the matter, it means basically it means what's wrong. You're stressed out. What's the matter? You're looking upset. What's the matter? Don't say you're happy. What's the matter? Next. 3.
Is there anything I can
anything
do
I
to
can-
help?
Yes. Yes, you can empty your bank account into my account. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Yeah. All right. You can transfer your, property to
Money.
my name. Yeah. This will help a
You
lot.
can empty.
Yeah. Empty your bank account.
First time I heard this phrase. I heard.
Empty your bank account. I will empty your bank account. मतलब तो बैंक अकाउंट
मैं
खाली कर
तुम्हारा
दूं,
अकाउंट खाली कर दूंगा.
ये और पहली बार सुन रहा है. ठीक है. और उसके बाद तुरंत फॉलो करो इसको. ओके, गो एंड एम्प्टी समबडीज बैंक अकाउंट. Okay, next.
A lot
Is
of people do, sir.
Yes, I know what you mean. People from which place? Ranchi? No, here, Nevada. What is the place? Name of the-
तकरीबन क्या?
What is-
Khatri Sarai. Khatri Sarai.
Khatri Sarai.
Yeah,
And
Khatri
here
Sarai.
also, sir.
Jamtara.
Jamtara
In
is
Kolkata also there are a lot, sir.
Season 2 hasn't come yet, no? Jamtara season 2? Oh my goodness, it was amazing, the web series. It was long time ago, 3-4 years ago. And they haven't made season 2 yet. The people must have grown, all those guys, all those characters. How will they handle? In 4 years, people's faces change so much. Okay, number 3.
What are you talking about, sir?
Jamtara, there was a web series, Jamtara, on Netflix. It was so captivating. It was something that you couldn't just, if you watched one episode, you wouldn't be able to leave the series. You have to watch the next episode. And we are still waiting for, season 2. The story was so intriguing. So 2 words I used, captivating and intriguing. Okay, captivating keeps your attention all the time. All right. And intriguing is something that it makes you feel interested. Oh, what will happen next? Why did, so intriguing is fascinating. Okay. Interesting. So these 2 words are very similar, used in the same context.
Attractive and interesting.
Yes. Captivating. Capture? Something captures you, captures your attention. It is captivating. Okay. 4. I'm so unhappy. Nobody loves me.
No one loves me.
No
You're
one
lucky.
Nobody,
You're
sir.
lucky. No one, nobody is the same thing, isn't
No
it?
one. No one. Yes.
No one and nobody is the same thing, guys. There is no
Same
difference.
thing.
No one, nobody. Notice the grammar. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Loves. Nobody loves me.
Loves me.
Pay attention to the grammar. Nobody loves me. 5.
I put my
My
glasses.
glasses somewhere, sir.
Somewhere, sir.
I can't find them.
And now I can't find them.
Now, if I were to write, if I were to design a course in English, my examples would always be humorous, like this one. I put my glasses somewhere safe, and now I can't find them.
And now I can't find them.
It was somewhere too safe, I would say. It happens all the time with us. When we think, oh, this place is really safe, and then we, yeah, and with passwords, no? With this, the
I
same
was
thing.
going to
We
say
choose
that,
our
sir. I
passwords
was going
very,
to
very
say that.
smartly. Come again?
I was going to say that that it often happens with me with the password thing.
Yeah, we
Like I
choose our
create,
passwords
try
so
to
carefully.
easy.
Something
Yeah.
very important, something very easy to remember, and still we forget. So, what is the
Sir, I
best
have a
way?
question here.
Yes.
Sometimes we say glasses and sometimes we say goggles, sir. Please clear this.
Anybody who will answer this question? Rukaiya? Glasses and goggles.
Definition is same, sir.
Wait. Anybody will answer? Rukaiya should answer. I don't know. I think I told her, so I'm expecting her to answer. Goggles are for
Google's are
special activities. Swimming goggles, skiing goggles. Got it. Surfing
sun
goggles.
protection Google.
All right. And no. We just use sunglasses for them. Okay. But when we do certain activities like swimming, skiing, surfing, then we wear certain glasses, and they are called goggles. Okay. Yes, we normally we use them in sports, in
And
activities.
sir, spectacles.
Another word for glasses, simply. Okay.
What?
Some people simply use the short form specs. My specs. Okay. There are so many other casual names for these words, okay? And only the native speakers use those words. Only the hand came out. Not the whole body. Okay, I'm so unhappy. Nobody loves me. I put my glasses somewhere safe and now I can't find them. 6. We are going to sing happy birthday. We are going to sing
Everyone
happy
has
birthday.
to join in.
Everyone has to join in. Okay, has, not have. Everybody has to join in.
To join in.
Everybody has to join in. So pay attention to the verb forms. Do you still have any questions, anybody, about these things?
No, sir.
10 articles. Yesterday we learned, let's see, complete the sentences with a, an, or the. Pat and Aaron are a lovely couple. She has a shop and he's an engineer. Very good. There are two, sources of income. Great. In India, most houses have just one source, the husband, the father. He earns, and the rest of them, yeah, exactly. The rest of them eat. And number 2, we went to
The cinema.
We went to the cinema. We went to the cinema. This is a fixed expression. Go to the cinema, go to the cinema, go to the cinema, go to the cinema. So many times we have said this now. We went to the cinema to see a film about Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
Sir, I had the doubt in this question, but now that you have said that it is a phrase, but I have often seen many questions like this where I get confused whether I should use the or it.
Yeah.
Sir, because here cinema, like he's saying we went to cinema, and how do I know that he is referring to the cinema that I know, or he is referring to a cinema that I don't know?
Very good question, actually. I don't know what I should say here, because I don't like going to the cinema. I don't like going to a cinema. No, I don't like going to the don't like going to the cinema. When you understand this sentence, I don't like going to the cinema. Am I talking about a particular building? No, I'm just talking about the idea where they show films. I don't like going to the
Cinema.
I don't like going to the cinema. It means I don't like going to the gym. I don't like going to the I don't like going to the gym. Am I talking about a particular gym? No.
But
The place
still,
where people exercise. I don't like going to the gym. Okay, we went to the cinema to see a film about Martin Luther King. I think someday there will be a better explanation. Okay, right now just manage with this much. Okay.
okay, yes,
We went to the cinema to see a film about Martin Luther King. Number 3. It was my friend's birthday yesterday.
I brought her a bunch of flowers and a box
Okay.
of chocolates.
I'm going with my hunch. Okay, I'm going with my hunch, and I'm telling you. But again, I will have the right to come back someday and tell you that there is more to it. Okay, so
Yes,
you know, nowadays people have 2 or 3 TVs in their house, right? But for a long time, people either had a TV or they didn't have a TV, right? 2 TV is what out of equation, out of imagination. There was one room where there would be a TV, people would all sit together and watch. Then lately, they have introduced so many channels. And that is why there are more TVs in one house, because one person is watching a sport, another person is watching a movie, and the third person is watching the news on TV. But for a long time, each house had just one
one
TV.
TV.
Similarly, in the past, there was one cinema hall usually in a place, the cinema. Okay. In one town, there was one cinema. Then they started, we became more, I will say, prosperous, and we started, more, and we started having more cinema halls. So this question now comes, but again, what has been in use is still in use. We went to the cinema.
The cinema.
What did you do last night? We went to the cinema. Which building? No. The idea. It's the place where we watch movies. That building, okay? We went to the cinema. Got it?
Yes,
Okay. Suppose you are in a new town, a place where you have never been, right? And you have got a couple of hours free, and you think you can entertain yourself. So you stop somebody passing by and you say, hey, is there a cinema here? Is there a cinema here? You will not say, is there the cinema here? No. Is there a cinema near here? Does it make sense now?
Yes.
yes, sir.
So this expression, we went to the cinema to see a film about Martin Luther King. Yeah, okay. So I'm 100% sure you need to write the, not a, okay? I know that question is very valid. Some of you guys ask the same questions that I used to have when I was a young boy, when I was learning English. Okay. Logical, great minds think alike. Okay.
Minded
So
Summit.
no, some of you ask such questions that I say, hey, I used to have this doubt in my mind as well. I used to think like this as well when I was young, because we all come from the same linguistic background, Hindi. So we have similar challenges, problems, you see. It's only natural. We went to the cinema to see a film about Martin Luther King. And for Indian students, most words which end with ing or ng, there is no sound for G. It is just Okay, king, not king. It is not king. All right, everybody? There is no g sound at the end. King. Martin Luther King. All right, number 3.
Okay.
It was my friend's birthday yesterday.
My friend's birthday yesterday. I bought
I
her
bought
a
her
bunch of
a bunch of
flowers,
flowers and a box
box
of
of chocolates.
a bunch, a box, a bunch, a box. She put
The
Flower
flowers
in a
in a
lovely vase.
lovely way.
the flowers, she put the flowers
In a
In a lovely
lovely way.
vase.
in a lovely vase.
Vase.
And Rasana, you can also pronounce it vase, the British pronunciation. Okay.
Was.
Yeah. 4. Where are
Where are the children?
the husband comes home and asks the wife,
Where are the children?
where are the children? They're playing.
They're
In the
playing
garden.
garden.
अभी
In the
मैंने कहा
garden.
the husband comes home and asks the wife. ठीक है? ये बात को वैसे मैं ऐसे ही बोल सकता है. A husband comes home and asks his wife. ठीक है? मैं ऐसे ही बोल सकता था. दोनों ही करेक्ट होंगे. तो ये धीरे धीरे, don't forget, you are at the pre-intermediate level, not at the advanced level. So ऐसा नहीं है कि this article lesson that you studied will solve all your problems at the advanced level too. No, of course not. This is why I say gradual learning, step-by-step learning, baby steps, towards comfort, towards, confidence, towards fluency. This is my biggest, problem with the regular, typical classes, conventional classes. They'll touch the topic and go on and on and on and on. 3, 4, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, they'll teach articles. The students will have, an epic, a novel sort of thing, as notes for articles, because it's a vast chapter, you can make so many rules. For each exception, you can make a rule. भाई इसके साथ ऐसा करना है. Let's see. Number 4. Where are the children? Oh, they're playing in the garden.
They are playing in the garden.
The wife knows which children he is talking about, and the husband knows which garden she is
His
talking
garden.
about. Okay. Yes, exactly. They're playing in the garden. Imagine. Imagine the husband comes home and asks this question, where are the children? And imagine it is a house with just 2 rooms and nothing, no garden, nothing. And the wife says they're playing in the garden. Then what will be the reaction of the husband? Which garden?
Which garden?
Okay. Because they live in a 2-room flat, 2-room house. That's it. Nothing else. No garden, no nothing. Okay. No plants, no nothing. Okay, no roof, nothing. Which garden? He will be shocked. They're playing in the garden. Which garden? That will be the reaction. And after that, what the wife will say, I have no idea, okay? How she will explain it. Okay. Number 5. Where are my shoes?
They are
on the floor
in the
kitchen.
on the floor.
On the floor in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
The person who is answering this question and the person who is asking about the shoes, they both know floor.
They are on the floor.
The floor in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
They know what they're talking about. The floor in the kitchen. They know which kitchen. They know which floor. 6. I'd love to live in
a house with a balcony near the sea.
In a house with a balcony near the sea.
Near the sea.
इसमें भी ये डाल देते near a sea, sir. एक समंदर के पास. नहीं, near the sea. Okay, near the sea. All right, guys. I would love to live in a house with a balcony near the sea. Okay. 7.
Sir, I have written like this. I would love to live in a house with the balcony near a sea.
Okay, I know.
Yesterday,
Yesterday
you taught that we use the I before C.
But before C names.
C's names. Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean.
Okay. Again, I will have to go. I'm doing something very interesting right now because each class has their own questions for, when it comes to articles. Okay, and I'm answering questions that I have not answered before. Okay, so okay, near the sea, why not AC? Okay, think about it. When somebody is talking about this idea, how many would be there around? Please tell me.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get what did you say?
Suppose somebody is talking about this, fascination. Okay, I would like to live in a house with a balcony near. Then how many C's do you think they will have as an option?
Sir,
One seat.
but I want to take you in a consideration that the balcony near a sea. If you take a balcony, then I think the sea is correct. But I feel like the balcony near a sea is more correct.
Okay,
Like it is
I'd love to live in a
inside his
house with a balcony. No, I would like to live in a house with a balcony. I would like to live in a house with a balcony, and I can explain why. When you mention an idea for the first time, you use a in a house with a balcony and near the sea. Why? We normally, again, there is a simple explanation. When we talk about these geographic things, we use the. But let me explain. If you suppose you live in Surat, you live in Chennai, okay, then how many seas do you think you will have access to? One, only one. So near
yeah.
the sea, near the sea,
Yes.
the sea that the person knows. Okay, the person you're talking to knows. Okay, number 7. But I'm telling you, the right answer here is I would love to live in a house with a balcony near the sea. Number 7. Before you go to bed, can you feed?
Can you feed the cat and turn off the lights?
Can you before you go to bed? Can you feed the cat and turn off the lights? Okay, the person who is saying this and the person who he is addressing both know which cat and which lights. Now, imagine a wife says this to her husband, but the fun part is they don't have a cat. Okay? And they don't have a cat. And the wife says, hey, dear husband, before you go to bed, can you feed the cat and turn off the lights? The husband will look at her. I'm booking an appointment. I'm booking an appointment. Oh, did you get hit very hard on your head today? Because she says, can you feed the cat? And they don't have a cat. So what does it mean? Okay. All right. So it won't make sense to the listener, It will be like, what? 8. We drove to
The Lake
District last weekend.
District last weekend.
कोई कुछ नहीं बस खाली convention. Articles means convention. And I would like to tell you something. Rosanna speaks Italian, and in Italy, in the Italian language, they have articles, but the rules are not the same as in English. Okay, yesterday she reminded me because I am her Italian student, So, so she told me, Vinay, don't forget, in Italy, like we learned yesterday, when we talk about nouns in general, plural nouns in general, we don't use articles. Potatoes are not very healthy. Okay, I love tomatoes. Tomatoes are red. Okay, but milk is white. Okay, guys, milk is white. Okay, the milk is white. Milk is white. Milk is white. Okay, but in Italian, you don't say it. In Italian, they have their own rules of articles. In Italian, I forgot the word for milk, Rosanna. Just it is the name of a coffee actually, because you guys know it as a coffee. What was that, Rosanna? Just I need a little bit reminder.
The sentences were tomatoes, I don't like. Milk is good for you. And after we say il latte, not
Latte.
only latte.
Milk, by the way. Okay. Yes. So latte is
Also
milk in
potato.
Italian, but you can't say latte, latte kuch bhi, blanco. Latte e blanco. Okay. Blanco means white. Okay. So
Bianco.
blanco. Blanco. Bianco.
Bianco.
Bianco. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bianco. Okay. Okay, that was Spanish. Blanca. Okay, that was Spanish. Blanco is Spanish. Sorry, I mix up. Casablanca, the White House. Okay, so yeah. So, अगर आपको बोलना है milk is white, then you can't say in Italian latte e bianco. You have to say il latte e bianco. तो वहां आपको द लगाना पड़ रहा है. Il is for the, okay, definite article. तो this is the rule there. तो आप ये मत पूछो कि ऐसा क्यों है, क्या है. ये उनका ये है, क्या कहते हैं, कन्वेंशन है. इटालियन लैंग्वेज का अपना कन्वेंशन है. एक्सेप्ट, डोंट क्वेश्चन. क्या समझे?
And in French, da means tea. Th da means tea.
Oh, interesting.
Can
We
I?
drove to the Lake District. Okay, again, कोई रूल, कोई नियम कानून कुछ नहीं, बस ये कन्वेंशन है, एक्सेप्टेड कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्या कहते हैं उसको, लेक्स के पहले, रिवर्स के पहले, सीज के पहले द लगाना है. We drove to the Lake District last weekend and found
A lovely
a
restaurant
lovely
next to
restaurant
Lake
next to Lake Windermere. अरे लेक के पहले लगाते, सॉरी, लेक के पहले नहीं लगाते. क्या 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 था वो, क्योंकि आप देख रहे हो ना. We drove to Lake District. Just guys, remember, we didn't have the for lakes. We had the for rivers and oceans and mountains.
Museum.
Right? नहीं, we don't use the before mountains. Mountain series, यही confusion होता रहेगा. तो rules याद करने से अच्छा क्या है, examples याद करो. The best thing is, अभी देखो मैं वहां द बोल के, लेकिन I notice, hey, Lake Windermere, it means no articles. Okay, so the best way would be just to look at the examples whenever you read in English and observe articles hai ki nahi. In the elementary course, when we read this text about Columbus, and we see the Nina, the Santa Maria, the Pinta, okay, then we say, hey, look, every time we see the before the names of the ships, it means in English, we use the article the, definite article the, before the names of ships. So examples se best hota hai. Rules are confusing. Even I sometimes mix them up, okay? So the answer is, we drove to Lake District last weekend and found a lovely restaurant next to Lake Windermere. The food was excellent. And the food was?
Excellent.
Achha, the food means we understand which food. The food that we ate at the restaurant, okay?
Yes.
The food was excellent. Although it is, some people will say it is the first time you mentioned the food. No, indirectly we mentioned it here. We found a lovely restaurant. We found a lovely restaurant. So of course, indirectly we mentioned the food. The food was excellent. Which food? The food that we ate here. Okay, the food was excellent. And now here comes practice exercise 11. It is a very important exercise because again, Italians, Spanish, they all find it difficult because in their language, they have different rules. Here, what English says, if you are talking about plural nouns for, you're saying something about them in general, no articles needed. Bees make honey.
Bees
No
make
articles.
honey.
Bees make honey. Bees in general, honey in general. Bees make honey. Children play with toys.
Play with toys.
In general, toys in general. Children play with toys. Mechanics
Mend cars.
Mechanics mend cars. Politicians tell lies.
Tell
Tell
lies.
lies.
Butchers
Sell meat.
sell me. Cats
Eat
Eat
fish.
fish.
well. Correct the mistakes in the sentences. 1. Last night,
We had dinner
We
in a
had
restaurant.
dinner in a restaurant.
Yesterday we learned we do not use anything before meals, like no articles before meals, lunch, dinner, no articles. Last night we had dinner in a restaurant. 2.
I
I
come
came
to
to
the
school
school
by
by
bus.
bus.
I come to school by bus. No, the school, not the bus. I come to school by bus. 3.
I had lunch with my colleague.
I had lunch
I
with
had
my
lunch with Michael yesterday.
4.
Michael, yes. My sister is
My
a doctor.
sister is
Sister is a
doctor.
doctor.
My
Doctor.
A
sister is a
doctor.
doctor.
A doctor.
A doctor.
5.
We have the best teacher in the world.
We have the best teacher in the world.
6.
Sir, in world
Go
or in the world?
In the world.
In the world.
6.
I
We
usually
usually go to bed at midnight.
Midnight.
Okay. That is it. Now let's go to the main book. Check it section or exercise 2 and 3. Okay, let's do exercise 2 and 3, guys. Oh, we haven't checked. We haven't checked exercise 1, practice section. My grandfather was a shopkeeper. He lived in the north
the
of
north
England.
of England.
He lived in the
We had
north of
fish and chip.
England. Okay, guys, he lived in the north of England. We used the before here, north. And if I say he drove the north or north?
The north.
No, he drove north. He drove north because this north is an adverb.
Okay.
This north is
Drove
an
north.
adverb. He drove north.
Hmm.
Articles are not used before adverbs now. We use articles before nouns. Got it? He drove north.
North.
He lived in the north of England. Next.
He had a fish and chip shop in an old village.
He had a fish and chip shop in an old village.
Village.
He had a fish and chip shop in an old village. Next, his family lived above
The shop.
above the shop. Above the shop. He made
The best fish and chips in the area.
some people came by
Bus to the shop. Came by bus to the shop.
He closed the shop once.
Once a week.
week.
He closed the shop once a week.
Once a week.
He went to have.
We went to have
Lunch with friends.
He liked to have.
We like to
A
have
little whiskey before
Have a
bed.
little whiskey before bed.
Yep, good. 4.5.
My grandfather.
My grandfather was a shopkeeper. He lived in the north of England. He had a fish and chip shop in an old village. His family lived above the shop. He made the best fish and chips in the area. Some people came by bus to the shop. He closed the shop once a week. He went to have lunch with friends. He liked to have a little whiskey before bed.
4.5. My grandfather.
Read the lines aloud to a partner. Read the lines aloud. What is the part of a speech of aloud?
Sir, adverb.
It is an adverb. Read the lines. In what way? Aloud to a partner. Okay, fine. Let's read then. I'm your partner. Everybody read the first sentence. Only the first sentence.
My
My
grandfather was a
grandfather was a
shopkeeper.
My
shopkeeper.
grandfather was the shopkeeper.
Sentence number 2.
He lived in
North
the
of
north
England.
of
Live in the
England.
north of
3.
He
He had
had
a
a
fish
He
and
had a
his
fish
curry
and chip
family
shop
fish
in
and
an
lived
chip
old
above
shop
the
in
village.
an
soil.
old village.
4.
his
His
family
family
His
lived
Family
family
above
lived
the
lived
above
shop.
the
above
soil.
the
Above the
shop.
shop.
Lived above the shop.
5.
He made the
He
best fish
made the
and
He
best
chips
made
in
the
fish
the
and
best
chips
area.
in the
fish
area.
and chips in the
Do you know that in British English or in the British English that R in area is silent? And if that is silent, how are you supposed to pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play it for you. But first I'll try and I mean it's something that I learned recently, not comparatively. Okay. Relatively lately. Okay, let's see. Area. बोलूंगा तो सबको लगेगा एरिया ही बोला मैंने,
Yeah.
ठीक है, वो ऐसे हो जाता है।
Area.
लेकिन हम
Yeah.
लोग आपस में एक दूसरे से बात करते समय हम नहीं बोलने वाले एरिया, ओके, नहीं होगा ऐसा। फिर हम आपस में आपसे बात कर रहे होंगे तो हम एरिया ही बोलेंगे, ओके, but it is not area, okay, it is area.
Yeah.
He made the best fish and chips in the area.
He made the best fish and chips.
That R is silent. कहाँ है सुनीता? Sunita, where are you, Sunita? Are you there, Sunita?
He is absent today, sir.
No, she's not. She's here. Sunita,
Yes.
remember one day you were talking about the silent R?
Silent R.
That when letter R comes at the end of a word and there is a vowel before it, then R is silent. For example, father,
Yes,
mother.
water, like.
Yes.
Water.
So how old were you when you first learned this rule?
When did I learn this?
Yes, that's my question. How old were you when you first learned this rule? Yes.
For maybe 2 years ago, I learned this.
About how many years ago?
2 years.
2 years ago. Okay. I knew this when I was maybe in 11th or 12th. Somebody somehow told me that in British English, people do not say R, so they don't say car, they say car.
Oh.
I was in 12th, okay? And I was told, I was never comfortable with this because I was already 18 years old and I was so used to saying car, all right, doctor. It was so difficult for me. I was working on everything else, but I didn't care about this, Rasa. So even today, when I'm very relaxed, I say it the way Indians say it, doctor, okay? But yes, I know when I have to pronounce it the right way, then I can do it. Suppose I'm talking to somebody who wants me to, not say it as doctor, then I will say, okay, doctor. And Rasana, she enjoys it a lot because when she talks to her Australian friends, they don't say R either, right, Rasana? What? How? And you, because she has been with me, I think she has this habit, my habit, So I don't know. How do you find this R thing, water instead of water? Okay. Rasana, how do you say? Just you say this sentence. Say that you're thirsty and you want some water.
Okay, water, my friends, Australian friends, can say water.
And how about you? How about you? How about you? How about you?
Water. Yes,
And you? Do you also pronounce the same way or differently? How do you pronounce it?
Repeat.
You. How do you pronounce it?
You.
You. Rosanna. How does Rosanna pronounce water? How does Rosanna pronounce water?
When I talk with Julie and Donna, I say water. Because
Okay.
if I say water, Okay, correct. Every time. No water, water, water. Yes, water.
Okay. Everybody needs a native speaker friend. You can talk to once a week or twice a week, half an hour, 20 minutes. This will definitely, motivate you to learn more. But unfortunately, you people do not have any native speaker friend, do you? Try and find one. Okay. Spend some time. Make somebody fall in love with you. Okay. You guys are young. You can do it. Okay. And then
I
practice
have
with.
one.
Yes, Saurabh has fun. From which country, Saurabh?
France.
French people do not speak English as their first language. But anyway, it's good. It's good that you have somebody who doesn't speak Hindi.
No,
You know.
actually, I am learning in French in
Oh,
college.
okay.
No, I
Okay.
learned French in college, and
Okay.
he's my class partner.
You were fine when you said I'm learning French because it is a temporary thing. In about a year or two, you will stop. So it's fine to say I'm learning as well, sort of. And these are the situations where both the sentences are fine. Depends on your feeling. If you went with your feeling first time, you said I'm learning, which is correct. Okay. You're learning because you're doing it for a short period of time. It will come to an end. It is a temporary thing. Okay. Is there any water left? Okay. All right. So yeah, fine. Move on. Which was the last that you guys pronounced? Now number 6.
He
Some
made the
people.
best fish.
Yeah. So next, some people.
Some people came by bus to the shop.
Came by bus to the shop. Some people
Which
came
shop? We all know. To the shop.
Yeah.
The shop he owned.
grandfathers.
Yeah, the grandfather's shop. Next.
He
He closed the
He
he closed the shop once a
shop
week.
once a week.
Closed
This
the
shop we
shop
don't
once a
know.
week.
So next.
He
He
went to
He
have
went to
lunch
have
with
lunch with friends.
He went to have lunch with
Mm,
friends.
Next.
He
He
liked
He
liked
to
liked
to
have
have
to
a
have
little
a
biscuit
little
before
biscuit
bed.
before bed.
before bed.
A little. Okay. Dear Sumit, you again use the word few instead of a few.
Where's
I don't
Yeah.
know, somewhere.
okay? I will check.
Yes, I remember.
Sir,
Okay.
what the
Mm.
mean? Sometimes I say few,
No,
sometimes
no,
a
I haven't
few,
taught you few. I haven't taught you few. I've only taught you a few.
A
a
So
few.
stay with it. Stay with it until it is the right time. I will introduce few to you, but later, once you have understood how to use a few. Because if two people are attacking you at the same time, you're more likely to succumb. Okay. When one person is attacking, you're more likely to fight off. Okay. So
Yes,
remember.
sir.
Uh,
I got it.
yes.
I searched about these few years ago. I should have wrote
Yeah.
few years.
All right. Good.
Sir, one more thing.
Yes.
Uh, sorry, but till and until.
They are the same. They are the same. There is no difference.
Yes.
I will I will not talk to you until you say sorry. I will not talk to you till you say sorry.
Say sorry.
Got it,
I
sir.
will pay you back till Monday. I'll pay you back until Monday. Sorry, this is not a good sentence. My bad. My bad. My bad. Lend me some money till Monday. Lend me some money until Monday. Okay. Pay you back was a bad sentence. Okay. I'll pay you back on Monday. That should have been
I
the
think
sentence.
he wanted to ask unless and until. He told me one day.
Who?
Do you remember?
Saurabh wants to
Yeah,
understand the
Saurabh.
difference between unless and until. I can talk
I
about it.
think
I can talk about it. Not a big deal. Guys, so I told my wife that, my daughter has been, not behaving herself. Okay. She's not really doing her studies. She's just was wasting her time watching TV, reading comics. Then I tell my wife, I ask Aditi to sit down and study. And I tell her, Roop, make sure she doesn't stop studying until I come back. Okay. Now, here, what I mean to say, I'm going out and I want Aditi to study while I'm out. She can only stop once I'm in. Okay. So I say to my wife, Roop, make sure she's studying, okay? She doesn't stop studying until I come back, okay? So until. If I use unless here, then how does the meaning change? Until refers to the time. I want to study as long as I'm out, until I come home, okay? For that period. But unless doesn't talk about time, unless talks about condition. You offended me, all right? You said something hurtful, and I'm saying I won't talk to you unless you say sorry. Now, you may not say sorry. You might say sorry, right? So your saying sorry is not certain. It depends on you. So I am here putting a condition, not a time limit, okay? I'm saying, unless you say sorry, I won't talk to you. So your saying sorry doesn't depend on time. It depends on your decision, whether you want to say sorry. I hope everybody understands what I'm explaining.
Yes.
But my coming home is not a conditional thing. I have to come home. Sooner or later, I have to come home. So it's a matter of time. So when you are talking about time, you use until. And when you're talking about a condition, you use unless. In some situations, whether you use unless or until, it does the job. Unless you work hard, unless you start working hard, unless you start, you will not see any improvement. You will not see any improvement in yourself unless or until. Either, because if I say unless, I'm making it a condition, you have to decide whether or not you will work hard. If I say until, it means the time period. Once you start working hard, you will see the change. So in some situations, you can use either until or unless, doesn't matter. Both sound okay. But again, they have their own purposes. Unless is a condition, until is about time. I will not give you another roti in your plate until you finish this one. Okay? Or I will not give you another roti in your plate unless you finish this one. Okay? So again, most probably until, because it will take time, the person will finish. That's why he wants another. But if you say unless, you are saying maybe he will not finish it. Maybe you will not finish it. And I will give you once you finish it. And when you say until, you're saying I will keep the roti, wait for you to finish it. So unless talks about the condition. Is my explanation making sense, or you are still confused?
Yes, sir. Unless describes condition.
Condition.
And until describes
refers to
time
period.
Yeah,
okay. Some people, to avoid the confusion, they use both the words unless, until. Okay, fine. Moving on to exercise 2 now. Again, if I say, Roop, make sure she is studying unless I come home. That doesn't make sense, man. What am I saying? Means, is there a chance I will not come home? So in this situation, unless just sounds strange. Here is another situation for until unless. I will not return your camera, DSLR, until you pay my debt back, pay my loan back, okay? Pay my money back or pay me back simply. Okay, so unless you pay me back, I won't return your DSLR. Or I won't return your DSLR until you pay me back. Now, in both the situations, both the words make sense. When you say unless, you are saying maybe you will not return. And if you don't return, I won't give you. And when you say until you don't return, until you return, I don't know why I'm saying until you don't return. Until you return, I won't return your DSLR until you pay me back. Now, in this, I know you will pay me back, but as long as my money is with you, your DSLR is with me. And I know you will return, but I'm waiting for the time you return, and I will return. You pay me back and I will return your DSLR. But when I say unless, then I'm saying maybe you will not pay me back, and I'm not going to give your DSLR if that is the case. Here is it. Here, this is the condition. Now, there is a very subtle difference here. So some people don't really care. I won't return your DSLR unless until you pay me back. Okay, exercise 2 now. Work with a partner and complete the sentences. You are working alone, guys. Complete the sentences with the a and the or no article. 4 options. Let's see. Is everything all right, Simran? Simran, is everything all right?
Yes, sir.
Have you already done exercise 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Send it to me. Send your answers to me. Sunita, are you going to try exercise 2? You can,
Yes, sir.
are you going to do exercise 2? There are 8 sentences and there are some blank spaces. You have to use articles a and the or nothing. No article. You can send me your answers in the chat box. Read the sentence and do not write the whole sentence. Just in the same sequence, in the same order, just send me the answers.
Okay, sir. Sure.
I have sent it, sir.
There are, I can see one mistake for sure. Yes, there is one. Now there are 2 mistakes. There are 2 mistakes, but they're the same kind. The mistakes are of the same kind. So I'm wearing the t-shirt Sabaji bought me. Gifted me. It looks really cool. So lively.
Done, sir.
Good. You guys can send your answers in the group or in the chat box.
Done.
Send your answers in the chat box. Good job, Sumit. Okay, let's check. Number 1.
We have 2 children.
We have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
One.
The boy is 1
and the
Boy
girl
is
is
1,
9.
the girl is 9.
Wow, such a long gap. 8 years. 2.
I am a
I'm a
student.
student.
I'm a student.
To be an
I'm studying to be an engineer.
Manisha, did you send me your answers? You didn't, did you? Manisha? Tired?
No, sir.
Sunita?
Sir, I just have done 5. Could I share this? Should I
Yeah,
say this?
sure. We have two children, a boy and a girl. The boy is 1 and the girl is 9. I am a student. I'm studying to be
An
an
engineer.
studying to be an engineer. 3. Dan always has
Cheese sandwiches for
cheese
dinner.
sandwiches for dinner. Dan always has cheese sandwiches for dinner. I don't go out to work. I work at
I
home.
work at home.
Work at home.
5. A few people came
Came
Few people came
taxi
by taxi to the party at
to the
Joe's.
party at Joe's.
to the party at Joe's. Zafri, it's noisy. Zafri, it's noisy. Noisy, Zafri. Okay, 6. It was a wonderful
It was a
holiday.
wonderful holiday.
It was a
We had the
wonderful
best
holiday.
time
Best
We
time
had the best
ever.
time ever.
और ये सब सेंटेंस सीख लो मनीषा, ऐसे ही बोलना होता है। ये जो बोला है ना सुमित ने कि हमारे बुक में जो सेंटेंसेस है ये सब हम लोग को यूज करना है बातचीत करने के लिए, अपनी बातें बताने के लिए। हिंदी की इंग्लिश नहीं बोलनी है। देखो कैसे लिखा, इट वाज अ वंडरफुल हॉलिडे, वी हैड द बेस्ट टाइम एवर। मीनिंग समझ में आई क्या होगा? Number 7, I had a great Sunday. All the family
All
came
the
for
family
lunch.
came for lunch.
Came for lunch.
Hmm.
All the family came.
I do a lot of shopping on the internet.
On the
On the internet,
It's a great
way
great way to shop.
It's a great way to show.
Okay, nobody will send their answers in the group. Okay, if you are attending online, send in your answers in the chat box.
I sent it, sir.
Not in the group, not in the group, in the chat box. That's what I'm saying. Nobody will send their answers in the group. Okay, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं लड़कों को प्रेशर आ जाता है, चलो भाई मेरे को सही होना है, क्या कंफ्यूजन है मेरे को वो नहीं जानना, सही होना है, चलो किसने क्या लिखा है लिख देते हैं। ये नहीं करना है एकदम। आपकी गलतियां एक्सपोज होनी चाहिए ताकि आपको मौका मिले डिस्कस करने का कि वो गलत क्यों है, व्हाई योर आंसर इज रॉन्ग। डिस्कस नहीं करोगे सीखोगे कैसे? Find one mistake in each sentence and correct it. Everybody send in your answer for question number 1. Just question number 1. You don't have to type the whole sentence. You have to just type in the part where there is a mistake, and I want you to send me the corrected part. Okay? Number 1 only. Everybody go to the chat room, go to the chat box and start typing quickly. Chat box. In the Zoom meeting, we have a chat box. All you have to do is tell me, send me the corrected part. No need to write the whole sentence. It will take so much time. Does it take so much time for people to type it? Why are some people taking a lot of time? Just question number 1, that's all. Just question number 1. Corrected part, Zafri, corrected part. Where are you going to put A? Before postman or before breakfast? That's not very clear, no? If you had mentioned after A postman or A breakfast, then I would know where you are making the correction. Rukaiya, postman is written as 1 word, not 2 words.
I am eating, that's why I am typing from.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Number 2, everybody. Number 2. Rosanna, which question, which did you answer? You have written A or an. For which sentence? Rosanna, for which sentence?
Can you repeat?
You wrote A or A, comma, an. But I don't understand which sentence are you trying to correct?
Number 2, I'm a student. I'm studying to be an engineer.
Oh, I see. Okay, this is an old answer.
Okay.
We are doing exercise 3 now. Okay, everybody. Number 2, love is more important than money, not the love, okay? Love is more important than money.
Love is more
because
important than money.
love is uncountable, okay? So we don't need to say the love.
I'm blind.
Love in general is more important than money. 3,
I came to school by bus.
come is fine.
I come, sir. I come to school by bike.
I come to school by bike. 4,
I'm reading one good
I'm
book
reading one good book
at
at the
moment.
At the moment. Okay.
okay,
I'm
fine.
reading a book.
I will see you guys and discuss these things tomorrow, please. Okay. Page number 43.
Yeah.
Just do the revision. We are out of time. Let's end it here. And we will, because I don't want to do anything in a hurry. Okay. And we'll do it in a more relaxed way tomorrow. Okay. Go through your exercises again. Just revise. Okay. The rules maybe and the grammar reference and everything. If you want to do some more exercises, you can. The best thing is to read text and notice the articles, okay? Instead of
That's
doing
fine.
article questions.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Good
sir.
night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Good night.